everyone, my name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, it's wonderful to have you, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming and spending some time with me today. So today's my Flosstube update. I have lots to talk about. I have my October and up to October yearly stats. I also have 7 projects that I've worked on. I've done an extraordinary amount of stitches, 13,312 over the past week. We all can see what annual leave does for a girl. I look spooky, the sun is coming through, but then it's, you know, I look half in shadow, but it is spooky season, so we'll live with that. Also, I have reached, I don't know if I just said this, did I say this, that I reached 3,000 subscribers? I've already said it. So 3,000, just over 3,000 subscribers now, and if you get to the end of this video, which I hope that you will, we are going to do a little giveaway. So yeah, okay, so we're going to talk about some stitching. As I said, I had a week off work last week, annual leave, and oh my goodness, I took advantage of that week. 13,312 stitches across 7 projects. And yeah, we've done a lot. It's been quite good. I have to say I'm a happy girl after the amount of stitching that I got done. We went away, me and Andy, from Monday to Wednesday. I took stitching with me. I got quite a lot done, and since coming back I caught up on stitches that I missed, as it were. I was a day too late with some of my stitchings. I caught up with all of those. I had a bumper weekend. I put in over the 2 days 5,200 stitches over 2 projects. Saturday was my best stitching day ever. I got in 3,000 full crosses. I've had a day where I did 3,300 before, but that was tent stitch. So I've done 3,000 full crosses in a day, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you're following me on TikTok, going on there, you will see I put out some videos on Saturday of hourly sort of progression, and I still had my meals and things, and you know, did the usual stuff, you know, communicated with the children, and had my meals and went to the loo, and you know, stopped for this and that, and did a bit of doom scrolling and put a video out and all the rest of, you know, bits and pieces. But I just had a phenomenal day, and yeah, I was, by the end of the day, I didn't feel tired of stitching, which is always a good thing. But anyway, let me show you what I've been working on this week. So the first project, I actually did 12,812, because the first 500 of this project I actually did the previous week on a stitch with me. So where is it? Unicorn is the first one. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get lots of glare, I'm afraid. So the first project I worked on was this one. This is Unicorn, and it's a Lorna Laine, charted and kitted by Geckorouge. One of my number of new starts. Okay, find it here. So it's had 1,000 stitches of progression. It's stitched 1 over 1 full cross on some 25 count fabric. In fact, let me just put it over this book. And it's had 1,000 stitches. So it had some down here, a bit of this here, and some filling in. So fairly soon, this one, I believe it's the next focus for a finish. Let me just check. It is. It's the next focus for a finish. So once this one has been, once Witchy Cat has completed, this one then gets bumped up for the extra stitches. It has a total of 50,447 stitches altogether. So yeah, this one has gone from 8.52 to 10.51%. So a milestone has been reached as well. Let me just find her bag. I like to try and keep things tidy. Sorry, zips. and that is her now away, and give it a couple of weeks and she'll be out focus for a finish. So the next one that I worked on is a Tilton Crafts piece, and it's one to rule them all. It's the companion piece to my Realm of Middle-earth map. So just as an aside, if you are not following or within Tilton Crafts Facebook group, go and join it. She is releasing various limited edition in a limited run, and there's been like Harry Potter charts, Matrix, Aquaman, Lord of the Rings, one or two other sort of movie themed, what do they call it? Pop culture type charts. So definitely worth going and having a look at Tilton Crafts. But anyway, I worked on one to rule them all. So as Unicorn was out on a stitch with me, so was this one. This was out on my Chatty Stitch with me. And again, this one is also stitched 1/1 full cross on some 25 count fabric. I had worked on this section under here during my stitch with me, and then when the camera stopped, I went and carried on filling in some black. So it's had 1,000 stitches, and I'm heading into that next time. As long as I'm not on a stitch with me or anything, that corner will be filled in because there's less than 1,000 stitches there. So that's that one. 8.57 to 9.81% and 1,000 stitches. So yeah, happy with that. Okay. Right, the next one I don't have a pattern keeper mock-up for because it's a paper chart, and that was this piece. This is Ice Dragon, designed by Nadezhda Gavrilenkova. Tatiana Verkovskaya is the artist, and this one was kitted for me by Paine Free Crafts by the lovely Sarah. So this one is done on 27 count black even weave. She's screaming again. Little girl's screaming again next door. And it's stitched 2/2, and I've added 1,000 stitches. So I've come down to the bottom, gone to the top, and then just sort of worked my way down. So just added in another 1,000 stitches on the left hand side of this piece. So the next time this comes out, this bottom section should then be done. So I'll be moving the hoop and probably going up to the top, I would think. But yeah, 1,012 stitches of progress, and this one is going to go back away, so I'll just take it out of the frame. I need the bag for it in a minute as well. What did I do with the bag? Oh, it's over there. Okay, freeze up the frame. Actually, while it's out of the frame, you can see there the full effect, and I have got enough space to get to the top, but only by about that much, only by about an inch or so. I haven't counted it very well for some reason. I don't know why, but there we go. So that is Ice Dragon. Just put that down there. And the next one that I worked on was for my Sunday stitch. So if you join me on my live stream, you'll have seen me working on this one. This is CatDalph, and it's by Malcolm Watson and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And for this one, I opted, unusually for me, to do this on a large count fabric, on 14 count. So it's quite a large piece of fabric. Okay. So I'm doing it on 14 count, 2/1 full cross. And it's gone from 0.6 to 1.48%. And during my Sunday stitch and live stream, I added 2,200 stitches. So you can see the branch there in the top left corner. Lots of lovely blues. Let's just move it in a bit. But there's also some like purples and pinks and stuff in there. Some real nice colours. But I thoroughly enjoyed stitching on this, and if I wasn't already planned on my focus for a finish list, I'd be working like the clappers on this, because I've just enjoyed the rhythm of working on 14 count. For some reason it just seems so much easier than working on a 25. But yeah. So yeah, 2,200 stitches, which was an amazing Sunday for me. So next one I worked on, shush, stop screaming. I know she's only a little girl, but Mum doesn't stop her. Next one I worked on was this one. This is Summer Sun, and again it's a Geckorouge Leslie D. Mackenzie. Sorry, I'm all fingers and thumbs. So this one was out for Sunflower September, 100 a day stitches during September. And at the end, as of last week, I owed it 2 more days, the 29th and the 30th, to complete 3,000 stitches in September. And I have a feeling that this one is out in rotation fairly soon as well. But 1/1 full cross on some 25 count. It's had just another 200 stitches since you last saw it. But as you can see there, we are definitely getting some detail coming in. I'm super happy with how this one's coming out. It just seems to again be a lovely easy stitch. But yeah, so that's Summer Sun now going away until until rotation. Okay, so next piece that I worked on, as Sunflower September departs, Spooktober comes in its place, and I did struggle to figure out where I would work on for Spooktober. So I've gone for a supernatural rather than a scary theme, although I have had a scary big project that's been put in on the Spooktober event page on Facebook. So this is Pandora, and it's by Marta Darlig, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And with this one, I am stitching everything except for the black first. The black has more than half the stitches, and I figured it'd be fun to do that last and just do all the filling in with black. So this is getting 100 stitches a day in October, and so far it's had 500 stitches, 2.19 to 2.39%. I don't know if I said about Summer Sun's 8.78 to 8.96% and 200 stitches, but if I didn't, there you go. 1/1 full cross 25 count Lugana, I think it's Lugana, and as you can see, that's her face and looks really red and angry. It looks like somebody's chucked a few beetroots at her. I'm just in the process, and I know that once it's fully in, the face will make sense. So you can see her eye socket here, her eye, she's looking down, and hair. So I'm working this page by page, as I said, everything apart from the black. And it's had 500 so far. This will get 3,100 in daily stitches, but also I think this is out in rotation this month as well. So that is Pandora. And then my last piece. So I am really super happy with the progress on this one, and it means that we will get a finish a week on Wednesday on our live stream. And it's Witchy Cat. So charted and kitted again by Geckorouge, and Witchy Cat is my current focus for a finish. So anytime I get extra stitches or extra stitchy time, it's on this one. So you may remember from last week, I'd been mapping some areas to fill in. I stitched in the car when Andy and I were out and about. Quite a lot, didn't I?
Yeah.
Stitched in the car, and you know, stitched in the evening, and Saturday, as I said, I had a 3,000 stitchy day on this piece. I got loads done. It has moved from 56.28 to 74.79%. So we're only shade off 75% completed, and it's had 7,400 stitches. So pretty much all of the cat's body is done. So I've got a strip down here to do, and then as you can see there, it needs to meet up the bottom of the tail. And then this bit of the moon, the top bit of the moon, and then the cat's face. 10,078 stitches to go. So I'm hoping this week to put in 5,000 to 6,000 stitches, I beg your pardon. I'll be working on it later today, all of tomorrow, Thursday, Wednesday night during my live stream, Thursday, and then I'll put Saturday stitches for this one as well. So I'm certainly hoping to get the cat's butt finished and the tail and be moving up into the moon. Monday it's out for rotation stitches, so it will be worked on at least 1,000 on the Monday, and then of course on the Tuesday I'll be carrying on working on it and any extra stitches. I am going to move heaven and earth to get this one to a finish on the live stream a week on Wednesday, week tomorrow. So tomorrow is the 8th, so that'll be the 15th of October. Once this is finished, the unicorn then gets bumped up to be the focus for a finish. And I'll get a new start because it's my second new start. Woohoo!
There's another cat who's come to say hello.
Hi. She's not so witchy.
Acts like a witch sometimes.
Hey. There we go. Oh, she's purring. She just had coffee all over her butt because she managed to knock my coffee over. Didn't you? There we go. Say hi. Here's my little angel. We stop purring now. She's the one who's responsible for all the kitty glitter on my projects. So there we go. So yeah, witchy cat, nearly there. 1/1, full cross, 25 counts, 7,400 stitches in the bag this week. And that's all of the stitching. So, stats. I know some people like the numbers. I am aiming to get to 500,000 stitches this year. I am on target to achieve that, given my extra stitches the last week, by the 12th of December. So it's been brought forward a little bit. At the end of October, to be on track for 500,000, I needed 373,557 stitches. I actually achieved 389,054 stitches. So I am definitely on track for my 500k. As it stands as of last night, the 5th of October, it's Monday as I film this, I actually crossed the 400,000 milestone. So as of last night, as the 5th of October, I had made 400,166 stitches this year. So I'm really happy about that. So that's my stitchy. That's my stitchy stats. So what's coming up on the channel this week? What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing, do you?
Being a pain in the backside.
You're not kidding. So Realm of Middle Earth will be out for an ASMR style stitch with me. Pandora will be out for a chatty stitch with me. Night Orange London gets some rotation stitches, and then Summer Sun will be out for my Sunday stitch. So I was right with both of those. They will both be out next week. We're in the next week. So any spare stitches will be going into Witchy Cat. I want to get it done, but obviously I will also, be mindful that I will need to catch up on Night Cafe as well. So even though I'm putting in Unicorn for my next focus for a finish, I will make sure that certainly the next sort of couple of Saturdays, if I can, will be dedicated to Night Cafe. So let's see what else to tell you. Not this upcoming weekend, the one after, I'm at a retreat at Floss Friends UK retreat in Rotherham. So that'll be nice, catch up with some friends, old and new, and some from across the pond. Yes, I am looking at you, Kelly, who is Animal Instinct here. Animal Instinct or Animal Stitches, one or the other here on Flosstube. I always mix it up, I don't know why. But yes, I'll be looking forward to seeing, like I said, friends old and new. Other news, had a bit of a gain at weigh-in this week, but considering we were away and eating fish and chips and ice cream, I'm absolutely not surprised. But again, I'm not unhappy. Oh, we've come to lay down at the side of me now.
It's in the sun though.
Yeah. So I'm not unhappy about a gain. It is what it is. I'm having my haircut this weekend, which is great because it's getting to be desperate for a haircut. Yeah, a bit of floof in here, but I'm wasting time because you guys all now want to know about my giveaway. We're going to say that word very quietly so that we don't draw bots into the channel. So, to celebrate reaching 3,000 subscribers, I am wanting to share the love. I want to give a chart, a RAK, from either Heaven and Earth Designs or Paine Free Crafts. I will cap it at £20, Great Britain pounds, or you know, I think they're about $25 or something like that on Heaven and Earth Designs at the most. So I will be capping it, so you know, no ordering, you know, wanting like 6 things, and you know, it's just one chart, a standard chart or a supersize max color chart from either one of those 2 companies. Hi, kiss. No, I thought she was going to give me a kiss then. So, in order to be in with a chance, so there are 2 things that you must need to do. First of all, be a subscriber. In fact, 3 things. First of all, be a subscriber. Secondly, I would like you to put a like on this video. And thirdly, you need to make a comment. So the usual rules for any sort of giveaway or anything that you see here on YouTube will apply. Please be over the age of 18. Please do not mention the words freebie or giveaway because we end up inundated with bots.
You just did.
And in the comments.
Oh, in the comments.
Yeah, because the bots troll the comments in YouTube. Did you not know that?
I know it now.
You know it now. And in order to be in, I'll do a random picker. You get 1 entry per person. And on this, comments on this video only. So I would like you to write a keyword. Can we think of a keyword, my dear?
Stitch.
No. It has to be something.
What?
Something that you wouldn't necessarily put in a sentence. Something
you wouldn't necessarily put in a sentence. Does it have to be stitchy related?
But it has to, ideally, yeah, it has to be related to the stitching.
Frog.
Brilliant. Right. So if you include a comment with the word frog in it, F-R-O-G, then you will be entered into the draw for an RAK. So I will leave this open until, let's see, so today this will be on the 7th, so it will close. Comments up until the 20th of October will be considered on this video only. And I will enter then into a random comment picker and we will pick out a winner. So just to reiterate, it's a Heaven and Earth Designs or a Paine Free Crafts RAK, and the word that you should use is frog. Thank you, dear.
It's about the only time you like to see the word frog.
The only time that you would like to see the word frog, indeed. So that's everything from me. I think I've rambled on quite long enough. I am back at work today, so you know, your thoughts and prayers during this difficult time is much appreciated. I'm about to go and have my lunch. So thank you guys very much indeed for watching. Please, if you haven't already done so, subscribe. You would need to be a subscriber to enter the giveaway anyway. And press the drop down for all notifications and you'll be told every time I upload a video. My schedule as ever is I release my Flosstube on a Tuesday, Stitch with me on Thursdays and Saturdays, and I live stream at 7:30 p.m. UK time on Sundays and Wednesdays. Sundays usually features my Sunday stitch unless I've had a new start, and on a Wednesday stream it's always my focus for a finish. So 3 videos will be coming up on the screen in a moment as well. If you've not seen those, please do go take a few minutes to have a look at those. So thank you guys very much indeed for watching. Do take care, happy stitching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.